And we're live, and Dean will be right back. He was just running to his fridge real quick to put something away. How is everybody today? I've been adding people on the list as they come in. Want to remind people, don't go into PayPal and write Kathleen Stepper to find me. Put it under the R staff because the account under my name has been frozen. They'll take the deposit, but I don't get the money. I need to get a hold of PayPal and find out what the heck's going on with that account. I don't know why they froze that account. They do that to me. I don't know why. I suspect somebody has tried tapping into my account or something. I don't know. But it's our staff that's on the header on the top of the page here on YouTube. That is my PayPal account. I am doing $5 readings if you want 5 cards plus underlying cards, which usually ends up being about 10 cards by the time we're done. And submit a question. It will cost you $5. My PayPal will notify me as they come in. But you send it to our staff on the link at the top of the screen. We're doing 3-card draws for everybody else, and just letting people come into the room. We're going to start out with our usual atmospheric readings for the consensus of how it's going. I am not into politics today, but it's usually where they come out as political. I'm trying to stat up the politic energy right now. So it's more of that, how are we doing as a collective in the current times, however that may be reflected, of how our nation's feeling, the temperature of the nation, the collective within the nation. 5 cards on that one, Dean. And I can't hear you. Your mic.
I know. I'm just shuffling. I was letting you talk, so you didn't.
Yeah, I saw your mic was struck. Okay. Wow.
Do you want me to go ahead and start going first, Kathy?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so it looks like the energy of the room, what we need to know as a collective is to, I would say, dig deeper, okay? I have the Empress in the center of my reading here, and this is telling me that if we want things to change, if we want to bring about change, we have to have that fire within us to get up from off this chair, so to say, and get things moving, okay? And with the Empress, it's usually good news that giving birth to new ideas, but it also means being proactive within those ideas that you want to manifest. You can't go anywhere without really doing that hard work, and that means doing that hard work. If it means getting your hands dirty, for some of you that hate that, like me, you're going to have to do that. Good thing with the Empress is that good things will come, like something that you're hoping for or desiring or something that you're working towards will get some aspect, some area within your life will get some type of resolution or some kind of support within a year. I would say at least within a year to 2 years time frame. Let's continue. What does Spirit want us to know prior to this? It looks like we have the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so it seems like we've been betrayed, we've been used and abused, and we have been learning from our lessons from our past mistakes with the 7 of Swords. Either this is not this, or this could be us in general, not learning from past mistakes and allowing other people to steal our energy, our thunder, our power. However that applies to you, you need to, again, like I said, rise up and take action, because things like this will continue to follow you if you don't answer that call and rising above and walking away from things, or not putting energy into things that don't benefit or serve you to help your and others around you that care about you. Let's see what else. There's definitely change on the home front for you. Change is good. Change um, can be scary at times, but change is upon you. I wouldn't worry about that because it can be with somebody that may be your match, somebody that may help you um, propel you somewhere into your future, something that's going to work hand in hand with you. And the reason why I say that is because I have the Empress and the Emperor here shining, and that's a couple, a balance. And the underlining card is the Four of Wands, which could be a marriage of ideas, a coming together of ideas, opportunity. This could be like I said, a marriage. It could also mean coming together with like-minded people and learning and growing with each other, building a community. That is what I have for the collective this week. Remember, like with anything, this is just general. So take what applies to you and throw out the rest. So, what do you have, Kathy?
Okay, well, we start with the underlying card of the High Priestess. This is being in tune to our spiritual self and tapping into our intuition, our knowledge, our creativity as we're moving through this period of time right now. This is that faith in ourselves. This is that faith in we are going in the right direction. Okay, the first card into the reading is that Page of Swords. This is us knowing that we need to stand in our truth. We need to be warriors in the now, moving forward in what we believe in, standing for what we believe in our truth. And this is just that message. I got messenger cards, lots of pages in this reading. It is followed by the Ten of Cups. This is our abundance. We have to create our own abundance, like I've been telling everybody. Pick up that few extra items in the grocery store just to have the staples in your pantry. Don't go nuts. Don't go clearing off the shelves like there's not going to be food tomorrow. I think we just need to take care of the little things right along so it's not killing us, but don't go crazy while we're doing it. We just need to make sure that we're prepared for a bad day if it comes, or for slimmer times. Like I said, when canned goods go on sale, instead of buying 2 cans of something you normally keep in your pantry, buy 4. It's a good way just to have a little bit of extra stock build up without going crazy. We can afford a few cents extra on a grocery bill. We can't afford the extra $200 or $300 on a grocery bill as things go up. So that's my advice to the collective there. We are being guided because I got the Hermit card here, and although we're uncertain of what direction we're going, we are being guided through this path. You have to believe in where you are being led to right now, that we are being guided in the right direction. This is not going to last forever. I see endings coming soon with this administration. I don't believe that this is going to be a 4-year term. I think it's going to be much shorter, and I think a lot of readers are getting that. But I'm not throwing on that today, so I'm not going to do a political reading on this. This is followed by that Knight of Cups. This is a steady moving knight. This is our emotion, our creativity, our spirituality again, our trust in other human beings. This is our compassion. This is our caring for those around us. We need to stay in that positive energy. As many readers are saying, I think it's Susan Lynn that's been saying it a lot lately. Set up your networks already, get to know your neighbors. Also, you can think about, what could I do to help you, and how could you help me? Trading services, if, like she said, if you cut hair and they mow lawn, you could make a deal for, you mow my lawn, I cut you and your family's hair, that kind of thing. Put those things, if you have a garden, share the food that you grow in your gardens. You always have some abundance. So do that. Get together and maybe decide to have a cookout with your neighbors and everybody contribute, by combining meals together with people and get to know your neighbors. You get to know your neighbors, plus you can take a little, feed a lot, and really have a good time and be social. So, think of alternative ways that you can get to know people around you, so you have that networking if times get tough and you need to have those relationships in place, especially if you're living where you don't have a lot of family around and things like that. Then the final card of this reading is that Page of Wands. This is you taking action. He's telling you, be ready, be prepared to take action. The only way you get change is if you step forward in that energy and move forward. Wands are always action cards, even though this one's not a knight. You're not going full blown charge, but this is be ready to know that you may have to take an action. Be prepared. Don't be sitting on the sidelines, not doing the little things that you could do to be prepared for any possibility in the future. So that's what I'm getting. But I think it's very positive. It's take care of a lot of little things now, so that you aren't in a panic mode later. It's just with the times we are right now, and the uncertainty of the stability of our nation and where things are going, it's good to be a little prepared. And if all else fails, you got it in your cabinet still.
I'm just like feeling like now is the time to buy like stuff that can build bigger meals, like making casseroles or making soups or stews.
Yeah, and YouTube has tons of the old 70s casserole dishes, quick meals on a dime. And I'm 60. I know there's other people in the room that are my age. They grew up on those casseroles, and they're all go-to comfort food, really. In fact, I made a tuna casserole not too long ago. I hadn't had one in forever. I thought that sounds
Question: do you
really
make
good.
yours with peas inside your tuna casserole?
That's the way my mom made them. It was
And
just
carrots too?
tuna, cream of mushroom soup, and
Mhm.
some peas mixed in, all tossed in, egg noodles, quick,
Mm.
easy, and then popped in the oven with a little cheese on top and baked. And
Yeah.
it was good, but it was a meal that cost me like $2 to make a meal, and it would have fed 8 people. In fact, I packaged it down and froze part of it for other
Mm.
meals, because that's what I've been doing when I'm cooking, is so that I don't have to cook every night. I've got all kinds of things. I make a casserole size whatever, and then I break it down into 2-portion servings and freeze it. And
Mhm.
I bought these 7x5 pans that are 2 inches deep, and I wrap them up in foil. I take my permanent marker, write reheating instructions for my little convection oven, and it's usually 350 air fry
Yeah.
for 30 minutes, and I can throw it in frozen. In 30 minutes it reheats. I don't even unwrap it. I stick my meat thermometer in. If it hasn't hit 140 in the center, I just pop it in for another 5 or
If
10
you haven't
minutes.
already invested, I strongly encourage you to. These are some things my daughter's requested for this now, a hand mixer for baking, but I digress. But we've already got a steamer, we have a rice cooker, and we have the air fryer. The air fryer by far. If you
Instant
have
pot. I keep on telling Dean you need to buy an instant pot. It is the best thing since sliced bread. You can make desserts in it. You can make meals in it. I cook beans at least once a week, and
beans and rice can go a long
I do
way.
black beans. I do black and kidney beans. I do chilies. I grew up on navy bean soup. I make my mom's navy bean soup that is to die for.
A bean that makes a bean.
And and I'm a bean, so beans are part of my and I'm a vegetarian, so beans are really high in protein. They're really, and they're a cheap meal. I buy them. I shop at a store called Winco that has foods in the bins, and I don't buy the packaged beans. I buy them out of the bins. I wash them and then I do them, and I usually buy 2 or 3 pounds of beans at a time. They're cheaper that way, and I buy a variety of beans, but the navy and the black and the red kidney beans are the ones I usually. But there's a pink bean that is just delish. I don't even know what it's called. I just call it pink beans because they're sort of like a calamella bean, the Italian one. They're creamy and they're sweet like a kidney bean. And oh, they make wonderful soups, like Italian style bean soups and stuff like that. I love to
Hey,
cook. So, but I
so
you can
Kathy,
in the pressure cooker in an Instapot, you can cook a pot of beans in 20 to 40 minutes from beginning to end. You don't even have to pre-soak your beans. And it will take the gas out of them and everything. And then I buy the smoked ham hocks because you can get two great big ham hocks for like $5, and they're already cut in half. You throw one in, throw one back in the freezer, or you can use bacon or bacon ends or whatever. Um, Simple to make beans. All you need is an onion, some whatever seasoning you want, chili and cumin if you're making a chili, peppers, whatever, or just, uh, celery, onions, carrots. Never
yeah.
put potatoes in your beans because the potatoes will absorb the gas. You don't want to eat potatoes that have been in the beans because that will make you have gas so bad you won't be able to see straight. Other than that,
Did you see
and to
that
pressure
Marby?
cook them, it takes the gas out of everything. So
Did you receive a donation from Marby?
from Arby, um, probably.
She mentioned that she sent us a donation,
Yes, I did.
and she's looking for a general reading, Kathy.
Okay. And
And
so,
I've already got her cards laid out for us.
okay. And we're doing a 5 card for Marby.
Mhm.
What puts you up?
So, Marby, I don't know what's going on in your current situation. I don't know if this is but what I do see, this is some energy around you that has something to do with finances or energy that definitely feels like coming to terms with compromise and sharing out more than what you could possibly willing to give, I want to say. Because it starts off with the card in the center of my reading is the Hermit. We know the Hermit. The Hermit's the one that goes into deep thought and reflects and will come out when he has done all that planning and processing, all that mental stuff we put ourselves through, contemplation, what ifs. But once he makes up his mind, he's ready to take that lantern and go right back out. Okay. That guiding light. Okay. Haha, Kathy, the guiding. Anyway,
My namesake.
yeah. Anyway, it's being crossed by the Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles is really interesting when it's crossing the Hermit. That means to me, either we're kind of like out of balance with something in a sense, because it could be people like taking advantage of you, or people like you're biting off more than you can chew, or people, it's like a relationship. It's never going to be 50-50. Sometimes they have relationships or circumstances, it could be 60-40 or 90-10. But sometimes it's supposed to be like on a pendulum. It's supposed to swing back and forth where you give a little and I give a little. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. It's always a constant. But when this is like crossing you, this is, to me, it's telling me like it's some type of indecisiveness or needing to get over that and work through something. Okay. The people that are asking for donation, asking for charity, and you're always there to give it. You just need to understand that not everybody has your best interests in mind. So you kind of have to take people with a grain of salt until you know what their true essence reveals, I would say. On the surface, I do have for you the Fool. The Fool is never really bad. The Fool is somebody that's taking life and just going through and taking these adventures and seeing what's around the corner. But you need to be precautious. You need to kind of be precautious, cautious, I would say, about what you should leap across and what you should stay put. Remember, you don't ever want to show your full hand. You always want to let somebody show part of their hand too. That's kind of like that mutual compromise here, which this is something that's crossing you, that compromise, okay? In the past, you've been, again, charitable with your donations. You've been charitable with whatever energy is coming in with you. Remember, the Pentacles is all about life circumstances, life as in finances, security, job security, abundance as in like your wealth, your income, your job security, your whatever your personal needs that need to be met. Okay, and it can also mean a giving, showing of charity too. Okay, coming into money. So your past is full of something that you came into and wanting to give out, something to share. But I have this page of swords. There's a above you where there's some knowledge that might be coming into you that you weren't really aware of or prepared. This is what I'm saying. Don't put your faith in everybody until you start to see the true colors. Then you'll start to see how things will turn out before it's too late. Because the last card I have for you for the short-term future would be the Ten of Swords. There's a life lesson here that could be learned, or you could prevent this from happening. You have to like take people, like I said, with a grain of salt, and really do your research and homework before jumping into something that you might not want to jump into. I do feel like whatever you're going to jump into, or what if this has already happened, you're going to get some type of retribution for it, because the undercard is justice followed by the Six of Wands. So there is some type of success or victory, but that's something that you're going to have to work through. This is a life lesson for you. I don't know if this is making any sense to you, but I hope this reading like finds something positive for you to work through and digest. Many blessings to you. What did you get, Kathy?
I just want to say hello to Gerald and Trinzone and JR. Gerald, I got your notice from PayPal that you sent money to my old account that they have me locked out of, and I don't know why it's accepting money. But I will get a hold of PayPal and see if I can get that straightened out. But I will do your reading next because you did send a donation in. But the donation, the PayPal account I use is the R Staff account that's at the top of my screen, just to let you know for the future. But I'll get a hold of PayPal because I think I've got like 50, 60 bucks in that account they've never reimbursed me for. I don't know why they locked up that account. They made some excuse, said I was doing fraud, but I had ordered one item from it, paid for it on my PayPal account, and I had received donations on it. And so that I'd only done one transaction, and then they sent me this notice. So I'm like, what the heck? What fraud, And they never answered me, but they told me I had to wait 6 months. They'd release the money to me, blah, 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 and a bunch of BS. And I just have never followed up on it. So I will get a hold of them, though. And I don't know why it would even be accepting payments if they told me they were locking the account. So I opened the one with my husband. Anyways, I should put my Venmo account, but a lot of people don't use Venmo, and you have to open a Venmo account. Anyways, I do have a Venmo account that's under Kathleen, KATHLENE Stafford, if you want to send to that account. That is an active account, and it's a good account. But most everybody has a PayPal account, so I use the PayPal account. Anyways, we're all good, though, Gerald, and thank you for the donation. And I'll take care of that. So now we are reading for, I got the cards down. We're reading for Marby, right? Okay, Marby. Okay, I threw underlying cards. The first underlying card I got is the Lover's card. This is the Lovers on the masculine side. I don't know that you're meeting somebody new. I think this is partnerships you're working with your spouse, your partner, moving forward in this energy. I did get the Nine of Pentacles, so you're going to have financial stability coming your way as you work through this period of time. You are working through some of I've got the Moon card. You're working through some of the energy, the either past past things that you're letting go of that aren't serving you anymore, or that shadow side of things that you brought forward from another life into the now that you're just working through. Those are things that are, it's not big impact on your life, but you're aware of the changes as you're evolving in this lifetime. I love the next two cards. I've got the Seven of Cups and the Magician. This is your manifestation. You can manifest, and you can project out there to the universe what you want, and you have the ability to create that energy. So these are beautiful cards when they come up as a pair. So get that list of manifestation out there, put it out there in the universe, what your goals are, what directions you want to go, and see it happening, and it will come true. You have got a lot of action cards in your reading. We're going to start out with the action of cups. This is the Knight of Cups. He's a steady moving knight. This is using your intuition, your creativity. It's an emotional movement as you're moving forward, but you're taking charge, and it's hitting those notes as you're going through, and you're using your intuition, moving you forward. It's followed by the Knight of Wands. That's you taking charge, taking action, just going for it. So this is going to be a busy period of time as you charge forward into that next adventure to achieve all those things that you're wanting to achieve during this period of time. And right in the center of the reading, we get that Six of Wands. To me, this card isn't showing the false victory. This is the one where you're being recognized for your achievements. That you've got the cameras taking your picture, and you're getting recognized for your achievements. So I like this card much better than that the victory card that shows up in the standard tarot, because this one is telling me that your achievements, your goals are going to be met, and you're going to get acknowledgement for your achievements as you move forward. Beware of the devil in the midst is coming through. This is somebody that's trying to tell you what to do, maybe suppress you a little bit, maybe steal your ideas. I'm not feeling like it's a negative card on you. It's somebody that's just trying to tap into your energy or tell you how to do something. Hear their advice out, but do what you feel is right in your heart. Don't let somebody make decisions for you. Trust in your own intuition, and don't let somebody control the situation for you. So watch out for somebody trying to tap into that energy around you. That devil's going to be a little bit of an obstacle, but with this Nine of Wands. But look at all these turtles. They've got that seagull running down to try to snatch one of them up, but he's not aligned with any of them. They're running to get to those new waters to move forward in life, and they're out of the midst of the seagull. So it's just a slight obstacle, but you'll get past that, and you'll be into free and clear water. So trust in your decisions, and don't let somebody talk you into doing something that wasn't on your goal path to begin with. Don't get talked out of something or persuaded by other people's opinions. Keep focused on what it is you're wanting to achieve and how you want to go about achieving it, because that's where your success is going to be. That's where you're going to get recognition for your leadership, your abilities, and your dreams. So blessings to you. I love these cards. And next up is we're going to read Gerald. Did you have a question for me, Gerald?
It just says open when I ask.
I can do Zeal. It's under K643 at gmail.com. I will put it up. That's my private email. I usually don't give that one out.
This is weird. Okay.
Yeah, another one.
Okay, this is weird. That has to be true. Okay. I don't. I don't know how to say this, Gerald, but I don't know if you're going through loss or going to be go or a loss or some type of losses around you, or if you're going to be coming to some type of grief. Because the cards are showing me like broken heart and struggle or a loss of something. And I have, for a short-term future, I did get the Three of Swords for you. And I put some clarifiers on that because I don't know where it's coming from. I got Five of Pentacles, which is being left out in the cold, possibly loss of finances, a loss, and have to do with like a struggle to persevere through. I also have the Five of Wands. Those are two fives there. This Five of Wands talks about like competition, and it's like it's a tug of war almost with outward people. It's more outward. And then I also have the Eight of Wands. So this is swiftly coming towards you or towards this situation quite fast. I don't have any idea what this means. But I did for these two cards for the cards that I threw on you, I have two towers for clarifying cards. I mean, underlining cards. So I feel like this is a warning. Oh, it's true. Okay. There's a warning here that potentially not all is lost. You're going to have to secure either your finances, whatever this is, this hardship or this burden, whatever this is, these two, the towers represent for you. You need to secure what you can to prevent losses or the amount, I would say. I would also venture to say that now is the time to reassess and learn where the foundation is weakened in to make better choices. Because I also have the Two of Wands here, which is a lot of planning and thinking and drafting out new ideas. So I don't know if this is making any sense to you, but that short-term future card is the Three of Swords. So I'm hoping I pray that nothing is ugly like that.
I don't know. I got some funny cards for him too because he's usually Mr. Midas touch.
So I don't I just hope that things get resolved. But the center of my reading is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is somebody that can be imprisoned, or it's like a false sense of imprisonment or false sense of hope, or could be like an entitlement or protection.
Needing to take actions to move obstacles out of your way.
That too. It's also being crossed by the King of Swords. So this to me is either you need to face this challenge, this opposer, or you need to be that king and to rise above and to set some boundaries. I dare say boundaries, expectations, lay down the law to say. Because on the surface, I have the Ace of Wands here. And this Ace of Wands is telling me that this is how things are right now. You just have that fire to want to pursue your dreams, your hopes, your desires. Short-term past, I have the Page of Swords here, coming into truth, coming into some information, guidance. This could be information about the Tower, the heartache. I'm not sure. Above you, I do have the Fool. This to me seems like you probably took a chance and there might be some rocky roads ahead, which led me to the Three of Swords. Like I said, not all is lost, because I'm looking at the underlining cards from my main deck that I was using. I do have the Tower, of course, but I also have, going back to the drawing boards, with the Two of Wands. And that is essential, because that could mean you getting your health, your emotional standpoint back together again, making yourself whole with the the King of Cups, getting some security back, emotional security, emotional support back, and secrets will be revealed. And I will leave with that. What did you get, Kathy?
I'm going to start with the underlying cards, because the underlying card of this reading was the Devil. That suppression card, that greed, that avarice, that hey, Sharon. Mine has been too. Okay. But I threw clarifiers on this devil card. Yeah, the energy has been very, very strange. We've got so much Mercury right now. That probably is what's going on. You're wanting to move from rough waters to cooler waters. I think there's somebody in your life right now that's causing you some turbulence, maybe trying to suppress you or bring you down. And maybe even make decisions or coerce you into doing things that you're not willing to jump into right now. I get the Six of Pentacles for you. That's your charitable personality. That's you. You're willing to help others. You're always helping people out when you need to. Also remember that you can accept charity from others as well. But I do have the Action of Pentacles. This is you getting back on your feet, prioritizing business again, maybe getting out there and getting a couple new bids out for different jobs that you're wanting to do. I know things are slowing down right now in your business, but getting focused on what's important for you at the moment. I know you're also thinking about winding down and retiring, taking some time off, vacationing, but the next card that I came in the underlying reading was this Five of Swords, and I'm like, okay, that's conflict. That's inner conflict. And this one, even though it's a swords card, it's showing that you're feeling like you're out in the desert. You know, it's an emotional card. This swords card is talking about your emotional truth in your situation. So I've threw clarifiers on that too. And it's telling me that you need the inspiration of Pentacles, those ideas, those getting back on the ball. How are you going to achieve, looking at your finances, looking at new ideas, how you're going to take it. This is a Queen of Pentacles here. So, you're an idealist. You're going to get out there. You're going to create your new environment and take charge of that. And that's going to pull you out of this slump. You got the Four of Wands. You've got a phenomenal foundation. You know what you're doing. You know what you need to do to pull yourself. Anytime you get in a lull, you always know how to tap into your foundation to make things right. And I got the Five of Pentacles. You're feeling like you're on the outside, but you're really not. You're in control of the situation, and you're going to take charge, because the next card that coming in the underlying reading is telling me that you're connected with spirit and you're grounded. So you're living in that life energy, and that life force energy with your connection to your higher power, as well as being grounded here on earth. And this makes you an achiever, natural achiever. And it's followed by the Hierophant. That is your spiritual connection. That's your faith in your God, in the direction which you're going. And you lead your life in that beautiful energy. For the reading, we start out with the Four of Swords. That's you standing in your truth. All those options that come your way. You know what you need to do. This is your strong foundation in business. And you can take charge of this. It's just a matter of getting out there and getting your bids out there, lining up the work, lining up the contracts, and you'll be set on your way. This is your new beginning. You get the death and rebirth. So you're ending one cycle and you're entering into the new one. And it's going to go strong, because right in the center of the reading, I've got the Strength card. represented by that bear. You are your own boss. You are your own strength. And you know this. You are a take charge person. You know how to get those bids in. You know how to get to create those opportunities for yourself, and you will take charge. It's followed by the embodiment of swords. This is that king of swords. This is that transitional charge. That's that king that stands in his truth, his honor, his strength. He knows how to conduct business. He doesn't take crap from anybody. He's a good negotiator, and that's you. You're going to negotiate those. You're going to get the bids you want and move forward, and you will take charge of your life, and your finances are going to come with that. And I get the embodiment of cups. This is the Queen of Cups. Any cups is always abundance. So this is the ability to have abundance in your life and draw abundance towards you into your realm, into your family, to take care of all your needs. So I do see things moving in a good way. Just realize that you're coming through an obstacle period. I don't know if this is the obstacles are in a relationship you've been in with somebody that's maybe not working out as well as you thought, or some business changes in your industry. But you will get past those obstacles. You're going to take charge. You're going to look at things from a new direction. Just move forward. You know what to do to get there, and then it's full flight ahead back into your normal norm. And next week's reading will probably be nothing but pentacles again. So yep, just a little bit of obstacles in your way, but you got this, Gerald. And I missed Brenda's reading for you, so I have no clue what she got there. I'll have to go back and look at that. I was doing double time.
So the next person on our list is Tammy Bambi.
And I want to say hello to Sharon Lee, who just popped in the room. I need to add Sharon to our list too.
You need to take Marby and Trend Zone off.
Yeah, I will. Let me grab Sharon really quick. Okay. And Tammy. Tammy with a hot date. You're going to have fun, Tammy.
Well, I hope she has fun on her date.
I think she's going to have fun. I think she's with the right guy now.
I don't know about your date, but I can see there's changes around you. Okay. So remember, change can be good. Change, it just depends on how matter of perspective. Okay. How you want to approach this. Remember, you have to approach it with an open mind and be proactive, I would say. Don't worry about minutia. I'm just going to say that. You're going to have to work through the changes because you don't know what lies around the next corner. You never, I keep hearing you never know unless you try. I'm hearing that you never know unless you try. And the other cards surrounding that, I do have the Three of Pentacles followed by Judgment. So whatever you are manifesting, whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you're trying to work with others to attain, usually the Three of Pentacles can represent somebody that has their own business and learning how to become self-sufficient in their business. It's usually like an entrepreneur type person, or it could be learning and growing, teaching and learning and growing. But whatever that is, remember, you need to be able, whatever decisions you make, you're going to have to you're going to have to hold yourself accountable to those, the good, the bad, the ugly, and anything in between. Okay. So I would say with your changes that are around you, make sure you are putting your best foot forward and looking at these changes as something positive and working through and discovering new things. What did you get, Kathy?
Okay. Well, I got the High Priestess for you as the underlying card of the reading. You know, this is you in your spirit, in your connection with your higher spirits. And I see your grandmother right behind you on that one. Coming into this reading, you've got the Four of Swords. You've got a great foundation as you're moving into this period of time. And this is you standing in your truth, your love, your knowledge of where you want to go at this period of time. And you've got a great foundation moving it. I get the Eight of Wands. You're taking action. You're go, go, go. Things are happening quickly now. It's moving forward in a very positive way. And arrows are shooting up there into a beautiful thing. And this is giving you peace with the Nine of Pentacles, financial stability, peace in your relationship. So I do think this is tied into your new relationship with somebody you've known for a very long time. You just take it in stride and let it build. You have a long foundation with this person. Just let it build and get to know each other all over again, and just enjoy each other's company. There's no rush. Sometimes it feels like a rush because it's new again. And I think, yeah, the rush is just that finding somebody that you really truly care for and that respects you and that treats you with respect. So blessings to you, Tammy. I love the cards that are coming out for you. We did get a donation from Tammy, so we're going to read Sharon next. And she did have a question, and let me pull it up here. Right. She is asking, why is my sleep patterns all over the place? Because you're a Pisces and Mercury's messing with us, Sharon. I don't think she has the Mercury in her chart like mine is. Let's see what's messing with Sharon's energy and her sleep. I've probably been sleeping enough for both of us, Sharon. I've been sleeping. I think mine's just I've been under so much stress and I'm trying to heal and so my sleep patterns are off. I'm getting too much sleep. Too much stress and too much sleep. You got a lot of changes happening right now in your life, Sharon. You're on path.
This is funny. I'm getting relationship information.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of relationship, but like, you want to go first?
Yeah, I got a Three of Cups is the center of my reading for you, Sharon. And you know, with the Three of Cups, it could be a celebration, but it could also mean coming together with family, settling grievances, and being in harmony within that. It's also being crossed with the Ten of Swords. This could be like the disagreements, the sour feelings that could be happening. This doesn't necessarily have to mean like your own biological family. This could be a family of your choosing, your friendships, your connections, and all that. So it's a form of healing or addressing the elephant in the room, I would say. So there's something going on. There's something on your mind with that. On the surface, I do have the Fool. I don't know if this is either positive or negative in this situation, but I can definitely say that sometimes we leap before we look what's around us. This would also mean that sometimes that we didn't see the red flags, or we didn't see the safer pastures, however that would apply to you. In the past, I do see that we came into whatever this relationship or whatever this is centering around with an open heart and looking for that wealth, that abundance, that dream, that idea, that connection. I want to say a blending with somebody, because I do have the short-term future is like a marriage, a grouping, a partnership with somebody. And
The lovers partnerships.
yeah, so above you, I do have the Empress. This could be a reflection of you or partners, friendships, however that applies to you. And notice there are two animals, the two dogs that are here. So it could be a coming together of two people, a sharing of ideas. That is what I have. The underlying card is the Seven of Swords. This to me is something that's looking at this to me is saying that this is a reflection upon past past issues, past traumas, past like worried about things that have happened in the past and putting that pressure to whatever is in this new situation. um I would say let that go and let this, whatever this looks really positive, see where that goes, I would say. What do you get, Kathy?
She said her love relationship ended 2 weeks ago. Wow. That really surprises me because I know. Well, it's interesting. Maybe you've got somebody new coming into your life. I know you're not out there looking, but that's not as we all know it. Just because you're not shopping doesn't mean somebody doesn't walk into your life
Or
because
even
that
a reconciliation, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to start out with the reading and then the underlying. I start out with the lovers card. So this is partnership, new partnerships. And it's followed by you're on a new journey, the ending and the new beginning. You're going to take a leap of faith, jump off that cliff and try something new. I know you may not be out there looking. I know you're like me. Once it's over, you need a rest. You need a break. We know that's not always the way things work. And you could just turn around tomorrow and somebody new will step into your life.
Or get
When
some fresh air on your bike.
Yeah, ride that bike. Right in the center of the reading, I get the Spirit of Wands, which is that Page of Wands. It's telling you to be creative, go back into some of your creative juices, use your creativity, your intuition, your knowledge. You know, I know you have been writing lately, and I keep on hearing that you need to get back in the mojo of working on your book again. Maybe pick it up and reread it and rethink it and just do some free writing on the side and see how that integrates into it. That book needs to be finished because it will be published and it will be a great book. Support, support, support for me. It is followed by the Ace of Pentacles. This is going to be financial security. And I'm still seeing this is around everything you do, but also around that book that you haven't finished yet. So, but you need to remember to live life in the present moment, do everything you love to do, meet with all the beautiful people you work with. I know you've been doing a lot of stuff this summer with dog sitting and house sitting for different people and getting together with lots of friends and loved ones. Continue to do that because it makes you happy. Follow your dreams, live in the moment, enjoy the now. The underlying card of this reading is you're on your life's path. Wherever that takes you, you're on path still. So, and I do see you working in partnerships with others. So this may not be a love partnership. This may be a collaborative partnership with other people that you work with. I don't know. Or it could be a new love, but you'll be celebrating. So that's why I keep on thinking this book you're going to have to start picking it up again and spend a little time. You don't have to dedicate 24/7 on it, but pick it up and write a bit, put it back, pick it up again, write a bit, and just let the words flow. And the final card of this is the Inspiration of Wands. This is using that beautiful fire energy, that transition energy, that creativity. That's why I keep on seeing you're creating something new. So if it's new programming, if it's working on your book, it's something creative that you find that will bring you happiness, will bring you success, and will also help out you financially. So whatever this is coming up to you, I see you working in partnerships with others. This could be a new relationship. I don't know. Play that by ear. Or fish. Go with the flow. and it will take you where you need to go. But I love the cards. It's, I think you're going to be moving in a very positive direction. Um, but yeah, if you just recently, that recent change in your life, that's disrupting. Yeah, that's a little depression, it's throwing you off a bit. I'm having the same problems in my relationship right now. We're still under the same roof, but there's a lot of tension and it's causing me a lot of stress. Um, I'm just wanting to finish getting it.
Isn't that funny, Kathy? You have this stress, and I'm irritated with the one I'm in right now.
Yeah,
a weird
that's
way.
weird. Where us water people are having relationship issues. Obviously, the three of us.
And I was happier being single at this point. I don't need
I
it.
miss being single. Hey, Sharon, you want to hook up? No.
Can I be 30
kidding.
fabulous and free again? Can I be 30 fabulous and free?
I don't know. I can change my ways. Huh. Not likely, but I'd
You
have
know
to.
what? And at this point, if it's a partnership, you get along with somebody and you pay the bills and grow old with somebody. It
I
doesn't
can
necessarily
tell
have to
you,
be
Sharon
sexual.
and I, as a couple, well, no, we're both Pisces. We'd probably kill each other. We're probably too much alike in too many ways.
Oh, Sharon said I was bang on about relationships and healing with family is getting together and healing. Oh, that's sweet. I like that, Sharon. I hope that goes well for you. Because when it's all said and done, you can pick and choose your friends, but you can't pick and choose your family. So you kind of have to like work through those loving differences.
And Sharon, you're like me. You have to have lots of things in your hopper going on. So, like I said, get out there and with your friends and your loved ones, and do the work you've been doing on the side. Work a bit on your book because you need to express yourself, and you find expressing yourself in your writing and stuff also grounds you and allows you to work through the little things and just keep on plugging through. You're a beautiful soul, and get on
We
the
need to do a show again together.
blow the wind off.
Are you up for that, Sharon, to do a show with the three of us again?
Yeah, we should do that.
I miss Sharon.
I miss Sharon too. I haven't talked with Sharon one in a long time. But every time I pick up a dime, I think of you. I think of Sharon. And I find dimes all the time. It's so funny. And one of these days he's going to throw me a Canadian.
Oh, you have gigs booked into 2026. Look at you. Is that just house sitting, pet sitting?
Well, if you're on a Saturday, we should just jump in with us.
Or if it's a Saturday night, we can have wine. Kathy, are you opposed to wine?
Oh, I drink wine. I've got several bottles. I got a stash of wine. If I pop one open, I usually drink a glass and I cook with the rest of it.
You're welcome, Tammy.
And
it'd be fun. Yeah, just get with Kathy and Kathy will arrange it, Sharon.
Well, we could just do it on a Sunday. I go on it too on Sunday. So I will just send you a link. And if you want to jump in with us for good, no,
She says, yes, Saturday night with wine.
Every night with wine. Okay, we could do a later one. We can do like a 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock show our time. Dean's 2 hours ahead, so that put him at 8.
A perfect time for wine.
I'll set that up with the Sharon.
JR said,
how about
wine down.
Plus, the other thing is, everybody, my anniversary is 8/8. Lionsgate was the first day I opened my channel. Oh, hi, Viviana. I'll grab you on. You'll be our last reading. I'll add you to my list. Let's see, and the list is closed. Viviana will be our last.
Okay.
That works good. Okay. But yeah, I'll set that up for next Saturday. But I think I've been on 5 years. I'd have to go back and look at when I started. But it's also
So much, Ann.
it's also the anniversary of my beloved nephew, my son.
The dog whisperer.
My son's death. This is my son, Anthony. This is my nephew. I raised him, though. And I know I'm picking up glare off my computer screen. I miss him dearly.
When's the anniversary of his passing?
The 8th. Lionsgate.
Hmm.
He passed on Lionsgate. And I
Oh.
start my channel the next year after.
Oh,
Yeah.
next week doesn't work for her because of her she's visiting with family.
Okay, well,
we'll just touch base. We'll figure it out.
We'll touch base. If not the week after, whenever you let us know when you get back. Because I
and Sharon, I start going back to school next week on the 6th. Got to get my room set up and all of that mess because I think the kids start coming back the following week. Ask me if I'm overjoyed.
He's in first grade though, and he really he didn't even.
I could use another week off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. And my mother's passing would have been.
He's teaching first grade.
Was December it was right before, it was the week before, it was a few days before New Year's Eve in 2008. I don't remember the specific day. So yeah, she's been gone over 10 years now. It's crazy to think that. So when I'm 48, that'll be a tough year. I still have 3 more years to go.
That's your Saturn return?
Mine?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's the age that my mother passed away.
Oh. My mom's anniversary 10 year is February 1st. It's coming February.
And then 52 will be another one. Because that was when my grandmother had passed. The one I was really close to. So 48 and 52 will be kind of hard. I've already foresee that.
I think I'm having a delay on my Saturn return. I need to look at my chart. I don't know. I've had a really weird year. 48 is so young.
48 is so
like
young.
Yeah, I
know.
Us old ones in our 60s think that's quite young.
No, she's talking about when my mother passing was 48.
Oh yeah, that is young.
She didn't take care of herself, and she had let her health get the best of her. And she put herself in situations she probably shouldn't have. But
yeah, my dad died at 42. So
was that a hard year for you?
Oh God, I got the phone call. I was told over the phone that he was in a fatal accident, and I went hysterical. I absolutely lost it. I don't remember anything until like the middle of the next day, and I knew something was up because I was trying to talk him out of making the trip 3 days before he went on the trip. So my mom kept telling me it didn't matter if he had gone or not. If he would have stayed home, he would have gone down and bought a cup of coffee and got T-boned in an intersection and been killed. It was his time to go, but that's not what you want to hear when you're 21. And yeah, that was a tough year. And I was in college and I failed every class that semester. It took me for a tailspin. I was a daddy's girl. So yeah, it was really hard. And a lot of you will see a blue aura around me sometimes. That is not my aura. That is my father standing behind me. And I can feel him because he rests his arms on my shoulders. And I feel he rests on me.
So, Darren, I honestly, I miss arguing with her. She says her mother was her best friend. I miss her daily. I was like,
my mother is my best friend too. And every so often I'll pick up the phone and dial her number, and they've given her number out now, which really upsets me.
It's not so much arguing; it's more like
just being able to talk.
Yeah, And both my parents could read me like a book. I could never hide anything from them. They just knew. I don't know how they could tap into me like that, but they could.
Yeah. Well, I've got cards for JR and I'm ready.
Oh, I thought it was Viviani that we were reading for.
No, Vivian's last. It's JR.
Oh, I pulled for Viviani. I didn't pull for
Okay,
JR.
well, I'm going to read for JR, you read for Viviani, and then we'll flip.
Okay.
Okay, coming into this, JR, I've got the Six of Pentacles. That is that nostalgia card. You're taking a look back at your past and assessing where you've come all this way. You've come a long way, baby. So realize that sometimes we need to look back at the beginning to see the achievements we've had through to the now. I always like doing this because sometimes we take for granted how much we've changed since we've gotten out of high school to the point we've gotten in the now. And this is a great way to be able to stop and say, I've really done a lot with my life. I'm really proud of myself, because we don't stop and recognize our achievements as we're achieving them. And sometimes we don't hear from the people around us about our achievements. So I always think this is a good thing to do, to realize you have come so far from where you started from, and allow yourself to enjoy that. Now is the time also to look at things from your past that are no longer serving you. If you've got people holding on to you that you need to sever ties with, it's time to get that pair of scissors out. Cut the umbilical cord away. This is, the rope with the cord. It's a good symbolism of how to cut ties with people that are no longer serving purpose in your life, that are bringing you down or whatever. It's time to cut those people off and walk away from them, because they're not helping you move forward and being yourself. Or these could be ties that you've held on to from your past. It's time to cut those cords. So, and I always love that ceremony. Another way to do it is write down a goodbye letter. I'm not taking responsibility for this. Put it in the fire in a safe place, light it on fire, and let spirit take it away. Any way you can sever that cord that will keep you down in that energy, let go of those energies that are no longer serving you, and let that go. Right in the center of the reading, you have a fantastic foundation with this Four of Wands. This is you taking action, using your creativity. It allows you to express yourself, to move forward in that beautiful energy. And it allows you.
Viviani, she's ready for JR.
I'm ready for JR, yeah. And you are doing this in partnership with somebody in life. This could be a business partner. This could be your spouse or your love partnership, whatever your circumstances are. But you're not alone in this game. You are working with partnerships with others to achieve your goals, and it's a beautiful thing. And you are walking in your life's path. So you are on the right road right now and going in the right direction for you. But take the time to look back so that you can give yourself the acknowledgement of those accomplishments. Your underlying reading of the card, and I love these cards, it is telling me that you're living in your higher self, that high priestess. You're connected with your guides. You're connected with your higher self. And this is allowing you to use your intuition and your knowledge to move forward. You're not walking through life blindly. The sun is shining on you. You're in your life's past. You get the Wheel of Fortune and the sun shining on you. Great cards here. So this is telling me you're achieving your goals. Even if you might not feel like you're achieving them quick enough, you are in the right realm. Be patient, because with patience, temperance, you got to take care of yourself. But be temperance. Know that everything doesn't come rushing at you all at once. Allow things to come and balance out naturally in nature. But also be temperance with your health, yourself. Self-care is so important. You can't be there for others if you're not there for yourself first. But what this is giving you is that Ten of Cups, the happy family. This is you and your pod. This is abundance in your life. This is happiness in your life. This is all that expression that you have. So you're on a beautiful life's path now. I would just say, go with the flow. Keep up great work. pat yourself on the back. Take the time to really recognize your accomplishments. Let go of the things that aren't serving you, and you're going to keep moving on that forward path right now. So I love this reading. I love these cards. Got it. You're doing it right.
So I just saw JR's comment. It says, I was in the ICU and I'm learning to walk again. I'm remembering my past achievements to give me strength to keep getting through this difficult time. Your reading was spot on. And remember, if any of these readings apply or bits and pieces apply to you, then take that as a spirit's way of acknowledging you, and take what resonates with you, and throw out the rest if it doesn't.
JR,
Now with JR,
like I did when I lost my ability to walk. You'll regain it fast because you're too stubborn, and there's no way you're going to live in a wheelchair. So you're gonna get right back up on your feet and get moving. It does take time, but you'll do it.
I got my Housewife's Tarot out since I didn't know we were reading for JR first. So I pulled out of that deck. So it's cartoony, pin-up cartoonies. So it makes what you said, this reading make more sense. This is the High Priestess I have, Mrs. Butterworth's here, or their interpretation of it. This is something that's telling me that we may not always listen to our instincts, our higher intuition, and that's something that you have to remember. You have to listen to your instincts, because when you listen to your instincts, what Spirit's telling you, you find out that you may be making good or bad decisions. What would benefit you? That's why they have the Fool at the center of the reading. And I feel like this is centered around poor choices you made with others, potentially friends, partnerships, for the past decisions that led you to this Nine of Swords down path, and judgment. So I don't want you to think about the judgment of the current situation you're in, because you know that when judgment comes, you have to be able to hold yourself accountable for the decisions you make. The past is showing the Nine of Pentacles, living in that luxury, having that achievement, being able to afford the modern luxuries of even a dishwasher, right? Taking care of the family, taking care of cleaning up house, what have you. That's a good place to be in. Remind yourself, like you said, of your achievements to give you that fire, that burning passion to move forward, so you don't stay within this Five of Pentacles, that sense of loss. Yes, you can grieve the fact that the current situation you're in, but don't stay there too long, because that can hinder you from making that progress, like as you're saying, to move forward. I'm looking, like I said, I've looked at the underlining cards, like the High Priestess. You need to listen to that intuition. Don't make commitments to people that may not, or partnerships with people that are not having your best interest or making wise choices, because sometimes when you get with friends, you can make reckless decisions. Right? I mean, we all do, and that can just lead to burnout and worry, and you don't want that. And again, that vicious cycle starts again with the judgment, and you don't need to worry and go down that path. Continue on. I pray that you have a speedy recovery and many blessings to you. So now we are moving to Viviani. Did you want me to go for Vivian?
If you're ready.
Yeah, because I already have her cards here.
Got cards for it too.
Okay. So Viviani, I love the cards I have for you. Okay. It's like you're getting a blessing from Spirit, or you're getting knowledge from a higher power, because the underlying card here is the Hierophant for you. So there's the light is definitely shining on you and people around you that are showing you the way, giving you insight, giving you that knowledge, that push to go into the right direction, because Spirit is there. It's shining its path for you. In the center of my reading, you do have the Knight of Wands, which is that fire card, that knight that wants to lay down the law, that wants to achieve his or her goals, passion, that drive. This is the type of card that does it and asks questions later. It's like it's like I'm gonna do it just to do it, to see where I go and how it turns out. Nobody knows, but it's that passion that's burning inside of you. I do see the Five of Pentacles here, and I just talked about the Five of Pentacles. I've been drawing the Five of Pentacles quite a bit today. We're on a theme with Five of Pentacles, I feel like. This Five of Pentacles,
because people are feeling financially sort of
burdened or drained.
Sure.
Yeah. This is just saying that again, I would say persevere. This is a perseverance card. To come into the Knight of Wands, you have to rise above and persevere these challenges because, like I said, Spirit has your back. And what you're going to find is you're going to have the strength to accomplish whatever it is that you need. Stand your ground, because you also have the Knight of Swords here. You have two knights. Keep going for. And Temperance, finding that balance. Your card, Kathy. So again, whatever it is, whatever life journey, whatever path you're pursuing, whatever obstacles come your way, just know your spirit guides have your best interests at hand. Cut your ties with things that don't apply to you, people that don't support you, and move forward with those who support you and have your best interests. And don't do so like as the Fool card would suggest, but tread lightly and allow people to show their true colors that you let into your network. That's just good sound advice for anybody. But I digress. What did you get, Kathy?
I didn't get a Temperance card. I should just have a Temperance card tattooed on my forehead, right? It's because I tend to be overly outgoing and I don't take care of myself. And I get that, JR. Always trying to do and not taking the time to find my own personal balance. And sometimes that's hard for me to do. Okay, I'm moving into this. I'm going to start with the underlying cards. You know, Viviana, you are the Queen of Swords. You live in your truth. You have that fire energy, that fighting energy. I got 3 queens in this reading for you, by the way. I've got the Queen of Swords is the underlying card. I've got the Queen of Cups is your emotional side. You're being able to be nurtured and take care of others and all that. And I've got your fire energy card, your Queen of Wands. That's that fire energy, that creativity, the education, the knowledge, the intuition, everything rolled up in a ball. So you are a powerful queen in my reading. But this Queen of Swords is leading you. You're leading your own destiny. You're driving that chariot. And I love the chariot because it's the dolphins, and I'm a big fan of dolphins. So you're driving your own chariot. You're going in the direction you want. You are willing your way through what you want your destiny to be. You have also taken the time to reflect in nostalgia, where you've came from, where you're going. I think this is something you actually do and practice. Is you know where you've come from. You know what you've achieved, and you have an idea of exactly what direction you want to go in next. You have the ability to create your future as you see it. And you are being guided that way because I've got the Hermit card and he's got your stairway lit up, moving you up through the light. So you're going to be moving in a very positive way. Upward means upward mobility. And he has got the light at the end of the tunnel lit for you. So you just need to climb those stairs and meet those goals. Coming into the reading, we get the 8 of Wands, that fast action card. You're go, go, go. Just see opportunity, go for it, because it is all laying out there. That is followed by that embodiment of cups, that Queen of Cups. You're being able to make an emotional and creative decision about what direction you want to go. This is you taking action. This is abundance coming towards you, opportunities coming towards you, and you're willing to make that thing, or make that step that when you see opportunity that's good for you. What this brings you is right in the center of the reading. I get abundance. You've got the golden eggs today, baby. And I think you got that last week too, if I'm remembering right. I pulled golden eggs for you last week too, but you've got that golden eggs, that abundance. You're you're not going to have to worry about making ends meet, finances. Everything's just going to fall in place as you need it when you need it. So don't worry about things like that. I mean, you can do the little extra grocery shopping stuff like that. Just be prepared, but everything's going to be continuing to fall in place for you. That is followed by that Queen of Wands, that fire energy, that using your creativity, your intuition, your knowledge, your education to make things happen for yourself. You got, like I said, all that Queen energy, and you have the last card of the reading is that Four of Swords. That's a great foundation. You know your truths. You know what you want. You stand in that energy of truth. Um, and I love these cards for you because you're in control of the whole situation. You're riding your own chariot. Things are moving quickly and swiftly for you, and it's keeping you in a very good, stable, foundational place. And you're being guided through this. So I don't see anything negative coming up for you anytime soon. Life is just going to be that nice ride forward. Opportunities will dress you as they may, and you'll know what to do when the opportunities arise. So blessings to you, Viviana. And we are done for the day. I hope everybody has a great weekend. It is 90 degrees here in sunny California. I was outside. It doesn't feel like it's that hot. And unbelievable because we've been in the hundreds. So 90s is a cool off for us. Hey, Warrior Girl, I'll just give you a call.
So, Kathy, I did pull a postcard from Spirit to end off our session.
Oh, okay. That's a great idea.
Not to mean to interrupt you, but I didn't know if you were going to end it really quickly or not. And I just want to make sure I got the postcard out.
We'll do 2 postcards from Spirit.
Okay. So this one's marked, I think this is Celebrate Love. Celebrate Love. Okay. It says, Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap. So no matter how dangerous it might seem, we hold on to your parachute strings for today and leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall down, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you are asking about, it is time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land safely, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself that's the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. I don't think I've seen that one before.
I've got one I haven't seen before, but I love the message on it. This card's theme is You Are Divine Beauty.
Oh, thank you.
It's the group, not you, Dean. This is an ongoing joke but going on for 5 or 6 years now there, Dean. And you're gorgeous too. It says, Dearest you. I need to take my earphone out to read so I don't have that go in my ear. We're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through languages of oracle, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on earth, however, clarity in your communications is essential to being understood. You don't have to speak in symbols. And if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity. Be clear. Learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud to have your needs met. And the third is to allow other person, organizations, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer in your favor. Affirmative, we say. Loving you so very much. And I am going to practice that one because I'm doing the first two, but maybe I need to be asking Spirit to put the fire under the husband's ass. Help me, Lord. Lord.
I wonder if it would help if we slept with these maybe under our pillow, maybe, or sleep with them right by our nightstand.
Oh, this one I'm putting under my pillow. That's a great idea. Along with my Jasper. Okay.
Many blessings to everybody. We will see you next week.
And Sharon, Sharon said she's good for Saturday the 9th. She was just checking her calendar.
Okay.
And so I will set the Saturday, the 9th up she's Pacific time at 6 o'clock Pacific time. I think it'll be a good time if everybody wants to join us Saturday at 6. I'll go ahead and get that set up and get that out there. And we will see you then. This is going to be fun. I love Sharon's a phenomenal reader. So, and if you haven't been read by Sharon, you're in for a treat. So, anyways, we love you all. We will see you next week. And I'm so glad I came on because I was going back and forth earlier. I was feeling really down and tired. And I always feel so much better after I've been in this light energy. And so thank you all for being here and in my heart. And thank those that send me donations. Thank you for the donations. They're really helpful. So blessings, and we will see you next week on Saturday. And I will be back on Sunday at 2 o'clock also.
Bye, everybody.